One of our favorite organizations in the area is the Alhambra Shriners, and they always have some great events that we can attend and have some fun at, but also make a big difference in our community. Here to tell us all the information of the two next events, Mr. Alan Hall. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning. Glad
it's always
to be
great
here.
to see you.
Good to be here.
All right, so before we talk about these events, tell me a little bit about, what your organization does here in the area.
What the Shriners do is we provide world-class care for burned and crippled children that need orthopedic care. And at Alhambra, our job is to coordinate the transportation back and forth to whatever hospital for whatever level of care they need.
And that's hospitals all over the place.
That is correct. We have 22 hospitals. Here in Chattanooga, right at Alhambra, we spend over $100,000 a year just in the transport and support of those hospitals, in addition to the money that we contribute to the hospitals themselves.
Wow, that makes, and it really does make a big difference. I mean, you're servicing so many families throughout the year.
Absolutely.
And you make this possible by the great events that you have.
Yes.
You really run the gamut between concerts and everything. So, but we want to focus on the two that are coming up. The first one is going to be your next Gun and Knife Show.
Yes, our Gun and Knife Show will start Saturday. It's from 9 to 5 on Saturday, 9 to 4 on Sunday. It's $8 admission. Local law enforcement and military members can get in for free. And we have, this year we have Cabela's has brought up and set up a safe archery display for the children to get up there and shoot at things inside.
Fun.
So it should be fun for the kids at least.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's never too early to start them off, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So what can we expect, to see and to be able to do at this event? I know you mentioned the archery lane for
Absolutely.
the kids. But
We have 80 tables worth of vendors. There's everything from, of course, guns, knives. We have camping equipment. There's a little bit of everything. And I encourage, if you're just want to get out of the house, I think it's supposed to be rainy Saturday anyways.
It is, yes.
Come be inside with us.
All right. And now, is it buy and sell only or buy, sell, and trade? Does it depend on the vendor?
It depends on the vendor. Everything is done through the vendors, and of course you'll have to go through all the necessary background checks and such as you would anywhere else.
So, of course, if you're planning to shop, then you know the drill. Go ahead and bring all the necessary identification and be prepared for that process.
Yes.
But if you're going to, if you plan to buy and shop, then you know the drill, right?
You should by now.
All right, so go ahead and remind us of those dates and times.
Once again, that's Saturday and Sunday. It's from 9 to 5 on Saturday and 9 to 4 on Sunday.
All right, perfect. And we'll remind you before we head to commercial break. But while we've got Alan here, we want to also talk about the second event coming up this spring, and that is your next bass tournament.
Yes, and we're very much looking forward to this. It's on April 27th. It fishes out of Chester Frost Park in Saudi Daisy, and it's $120 per boat, but there's a guaranteed $2,000 to the winner. And if you happen to catch the state record largemouth bass, you get $25,000 in addition to that.
Wow, so not just bragging rights, but also some cash.
Correct, but if I caught the record, I think I'd be satisfied with the record. The cash is just
I
gravy.
know, that's just gravy on top. I'm so glad it's finally season for us to start seeing these tournaments popping up because, I love to get outside also. And so tell me, okay, so the bass tournament, you normally have a great turnout of boats. And is it something for all levels, or is it usually more experienced fishermen?
It's all levels. I fished it 2 years ago, and I thought I'd done fairly well until I saw the guys pulling their other fish out, and I realized I had a boat full of fish
That's always
sticks.
how it goes. That's always how it is. That's okay. But so anyone who just wants to, of course, give, donate to the Shriners to help make a difference, but just wants to have some fun too.
Yes, it's a $120 entry fee per boat, and you're just as much in the hunt as anybody else for the big money.
Right, absolutely. All right, so is there a registration deadline for this event?
I believe that we'll probably rest you right up to the event starting.
Perfect.
Of course, it starts at 7 in the morning, so if you don't have your paperwork in before that, you're going to have to get there a little bit early.
Right.
But if you would like, you could definitely register earlier and not have to worry about it the day. I'll just show up and go fish.
That's definitely what you want them to do, right?
That's correct.
Get it in a little early.
Yes. Well, and that way you can sleep in before you make the big money that day.
That's true. That's very true. Having good sleep's important for good fishing.
I would believe so.
All right, so again, just a reminder of those dates for the Gun and Knife Show to begin with. That's happening this weekend. Tell us where again?
At Alhambra Shrines Auditorium, and that's at 1000 Alhambra Drive.
All right.
Here in Chattanooga.
You can get in the door for $8, is that right?
That is correct.
All right, perfect. So you can mark your calendar for that this weekend. It is going to be a little rainy, so there's something for you to do on Saturday and Sunday. And of course, bring the kids for the Cabela's area where they can shoot some bows and arrows as well that are kid-friendly, of course.
Yes.
And then the bass tournament, go ahead and get your registration in for that. What is those dates again?
That is April 27th, and it's $120 per boat.
All right, April 27th. You can go ahead and register now if you want to, and mark your calendars for that. Again, $25,000 if you catch the state record. So bragging rights and some cash.
Right, so you can drive and brag to your friends. You got traveling money to brag.
That's it. There we go. All right, Alan, always a pleasure to have you.
Good to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for all you do for our area children.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, we'll be right back on Let's Chat.